is quick statements. It's really also powerful. It enables us to make quick edits. Say, for example, the questions that we can ask quick statements: is there a way of adding all descriptions at once? Is there a way of creating Wikidata items in a bunch? Or how can I remove or add many properties at once? Say, for example, in this was adding Uganda descriptions at once. So meaning you need to be knowing the two IDs and also the description you want to add there. And still some of other tools that we have here are automated with quick statements, open refine, mix and match, Wikidata Feast, and other tools. There's a link. But for quick statements is on this link, I added there a template that I've been using. So it is basically view. It is in view. You can just choose to make a copy, that is file, make a copy so that you save it in your own way. So this is the example that I'm using. So it is telling you that if you want to add references, then this is particularly like how you're supposed to add the code. Then also you can add email commons categories. So someone has a media commons. And also if you want to add dates. So this is what you do. You just get the QID, put this parameter here, then they usually format the dates in this way. So this is how you're supposed, the plus is supposed to be there. So there is Z/9, so it usually stands for 1 year, I mean just 1998, but also there is this one of Z11 that takes on the entire date, which is 2024, August 18th. Yeah, so the link to quick statements, I think still this is my template. So still when you come to Google and you search for quick statements, so it is going to the tool here on ToolForge. So there is the help page that I'm interested in more. So even tutorials are out there so that you'll be able to check them out to help you. So these are some of the commands. When you read through this, at first it might be a bit challenging, but along the way, they're telling you that to add, say maybe this text, you need to get the QID, then you use tab. There's that tab button that we have on our keyboards, enter this property, and you add it here. So this example is what, say, I created for the summary here. So simple as that. Then still complex, how do you add dates? So even they are even adding statements with qualifiers, more about this. So if this is a bit confusing, so even if you want to remove a statement, this is how you do. Add a minus, so meaning you're removing a certain statement. So there is this link to, I'm going to add it to the template here, even to the slides. So basically this is the format. You want to add an image, know the QID. Then the property for image is 18. If you go to Wikidata, okay, traffic, that's fine. So the properties, say for example, if we go to, again, back to the Dennis Onyango, where are we getting those property numbers? And those are called P numbers. So when you scroll down here to the image of Onyango, there's this image P. So when you put the cursor there, they're showing it is P18, property 18. So still when you click on property 18 here, they're going to take you to another page that has the property number here. What is it even when you click on the discussion? So that's where you're going to find some of these parameters here. So that P18 is what we are putting here. So this is an example. Then also there are useful links here. So where the tool is located, it is on quick statements here. So if I open it, how it appears. So basically it is going to be much like this. And it is going to, we are going to see how to use it in a few minutes. So there are certain properties. Say, for example, I want to write about a football tournament. So let me first hide this column. And also let me hide these ones. Let me hide also this one. So basically, this is what we usually do. We start with create. Let me duplicate it here. Just type the word create here. So meaning I want to create a Wikidata item. So then you put last. So last is what property are you wanting to create? So what is P13? If you go to say property 13, let me just click on this property so that I go to make this one P13. What is it? So does not exist. Let me bring property 13. I'm looking for this is why I was adding the other columns for the hidden columns and hide columns. So this is why I was putting this. So meaning this property P31 is standing for instance. So when I put LEN, so meaning I want a label. So let me use this. So I'm saying I want the label to be of English. So D stands for description in English. Yeah. Then alias here stands for AEN, meaning I want the alias to be in English. Then also I can add another alias. So meaning if you want multiple aliases, so when you look at these aliases here, it can be called FUFA Super 8, Buganda Masaza Cup, Buganda Masaza Football Cup. So these are aliases. And the way to know is EN. So meaning here, if you want to add the aliases in Luganda, I'm just going to insert, say, a row below. So meaning I'm going to add a last here. Then I add capital A. Then I put LG. So I want an alias in Luganda. So I have to put it in quotes because it is a string. Maybe I can say Echikopol, or maybe Cha Masaza, say Masaza Gavuganda, maybe Gavuganda. So something like that. It has to be in quotes because it is a string of characters. You want it to remain the way it appears. So after that, there is another last here. So I've just created this. So this instance of this instance. So I'm adding these other instances, as I told you, that it can be, if we go to copy this and we look at exactly what the property is. So instance, it can be, say, instance of a boarding school, instance of secondary school. That's why you can put multiple instances. So when you look, instance of association football league, and it is also a professional sports league. So meaning here, I will have to put 2 instances. So if we look at this QID, what is it? So if I paste the QID here, so it is instance of association football league. And this one is instance of, say, professional football leagues, which gave me the results that we are seeing here. So that is basically I'm explaining how to use the template. So why are we putting somewhere other words in quotes and other words? Let me zoom this. Let me zoom this so that we see it well. So why are we adding QIDs? So the reason why we're adding QIDs is because these ones are already existing. So competition class. So when I come to competition class here, and I put the QID, so I want to say that they are participating within the men's competition class. So this is already a Wikidata item. So meaning when they are creating this item, they're going to get this, they're going to add this property and this QID since it is already existing. So we are interlinking the data. Then when we come to the date, inception, when did it start? And the property for inception is P571. So the date is supposed to have a plus. And then for the image extension, so image we have to put, say, maybe baluku.jpg. It is supposed to be in quotes. That's how it appears. Then number of participants, it is a number the way it is, which is 18. That's how we usually put it. So this is when you check, when you check here, there are also this is a property for a league. Then there is also a property for organization here. So I was trying to create an organization. So create, remember, is the first property. Then instance of, this is the instance of organization. There's instance of organization. So basically, this column A is showing the properties, and this column E is describing what you're going to find here. So basically, the only code that we did is this one in the middle. And we usually put n. So meaning start here, create this property that is ending here. That is how it usually. So when you look at these other properties, P, it means country. Then the country is, I put Uganda, but it is, I think, Sudan or something. Operating area, where does it operate? So it is South Sudan, which you see in query ID. So that I usually put these guiding labels so that I don't always go to Wikidata, so that I be coming that now what is 2958, so which is Southern Sudan. Then also this template, you come still. There is also properties for a person. So still it is this property instance of, I want a human. We saw human is two. Then label name. This is where you're going to enter Baluku brand, say in quotes. I'm just removing this. Say in quotes, say Baluku brand. That is, what is the description in English? This person is a Ugandan Association footballer. Then also, what is their alias? It is this. Then last, like you put the reference URL if you want to put the reference here. So something like that. Then the date. So this is like a template. But when you go this side, there's a template for player. So still I've populated this. So I'm saying create a property last image. So this is the name of the person. So even last, the description. This person has, say, other names, Rona Diatama, something like that. So then also, what is this? This is member of sports team. So this is a true ID for something that is existing. So Uganda Revenue Authority. So let me leave this. So I'm just explaining the template. Then we jump into the players. So how did I say create multiple players? So when you see here, create, then it comes to a certain point here. Let me highlight this. Let me highlight it with orange. So you see that it jumps from this first create, then it jumps to the second create. So meaning I'll first create Abraham Opio, then I copy the same thing for Abraham Opio here. Then I start another person, create. Then after that, I create all my parameters. So these are values. Also, there's another value here. This is the good example. So here I was creating about Uganda Association of Football Club. So this one is the first. Yes, please.
Make me co-host.
Okay, let me check here. Okay, I've made you co-host.
You can proceed.
Yeah, so this is okay, thank you. So this is like a simple description. If you understand what to do, it becomes as simple as that. So you put all these in an Excel sheet. So you're going to create, this is the first, so this item is going to be called Ugandan Association Football Club. Then it goes from create and it goes to end. Then after that, we are going to put another item here from start up to end. So meaning when you push from here up to here, so that's how. So you first create the first create, you copy, you put down, you copy, you put down. So these are just only, I was creating 3 players. So this one, I put, let me give this person another color, which is orange. Then it is supposed to stop here at end. So at first it looks a bit complex, but it is something a bit easier when you get, because it saves you some time. So after creating, say this, so I'm just going to copy this entire text, say from create to start. So meaning here I'm creating 3 items, 3 Wikidata items. So I'll just come to quick statements here. I click on new batch, then I paste my commands. So then I click on import statements. So it is going to show you the outlook. It's going to tell you that you're trying to create Bossier United FC, then Audendi FC. So these are the 3 Wikidata items. And what do you want to add? You want to add this alias in English. You want to add a description in English. Instance of, it is a football club, and it is also a men's football team. So something like this. Then you click on run. But let us do a simple example of exactly what is being reflected within this statement here. This one that we are seeing here. How did I add all the descriptions in Luganda? So the first way is you have to learn how to query from how to first query Wikidata so that you'll be able to get a list. But since we have lists that have already been made, so I'm going to, I don't know why the link does not usually appear first. So I want to do a simple description here. So I'm going to get one of the lists, say expand this. I want the one that has Luganda. My Luganda is not good. This one does not have any Luganda in it. Oh, let me look for, I don't know. I want one that at least muzanyi Munnayuganda omutendesi w'omuzannyo gw'omupiira gw'okubagaya. But that one has Drake or Sega, please, you write for me this description in Luganda. Uganda Netball Club. So that I'll be able to copy and I put it here. Someone write for me the description
I'm working
in the
on it.
chat. Okay, thank you. As I'm waiting for it. So since we have these lists here, say Uganda netballers. Okay. Team Yomupira. Thank you, Drake. So you see that we don't have these descriptions here. So these are players. Munayuganda, omutendesi w'omupiira, omubasi w'omupiira, Omunayuganda. So I'm going to use this. So the easier way for you to do this, you'll come, say to this list. Then you scan, you see, or whichever is coming here. So if you want to use this same query, maybe modify it, still you can click on edit Sparkle here. So that whatever changes you make here, they are going to be entirely your own code. It is not going to be affecting the other one. So that is, you can change. So you can change just only here, governing body or something. But I'm going to use this one. So since I have this query that was generated already, so if you want to write the Sparkle, then you can come here. So basically it shows instance of I left football club, but it is netball club. So sometimes I was modifying, so I only modified here. So basically if you want to change, then you can change this from a netball club to say football club. How? Can just get the show ID or you press Control Space, then you put the football club. Then it shows association football club. So meaning when you run this query or hover, it's going to return only association football clubs. So that's how you can modify this particular query. But I want, why is this bringing? Yeah, netball club. So scroll down here and you run. So why am I running? I want to get this list. Then I come to download here. So download, I'm going to pick the TSV file. So I'm just going to, let me share my entire screen because I was sharing only as only sharing part of it. So I've downloaded the Excel file. TSV is table separated values. So this is what I have. So I'm going to select and I space a little bit of it. So I only want the Luganda description. So nothing much here. So I remove the columns that I don't really want here. Then also I'm going to, I need only the two IDs. So select this. So I'm going to replace within this column. Then there's a find and replace somewhere here. Then I choose replace. Then they say, what do you want to replace? I want to replace the entire link with what? With nothing, because I want to remain with only the two ID. So how do we add the Luganda descriptions? So I'm going to remove this. I don't want this. So I have the two IDs and the Luganda description. Remember we said that if you want the description in Luganda, it is D, then LG. D, then LG, then you're going to highlight this. Then this is where the Drex description comes in, the one that was shared within the chat. I'm going to copy it. Remember, it has to be within quotes. That is very important. Within quotes. So I'm going to, since it is the same thing, so I'm going to select this. So team yokubaka eyomupira. So I'm going to, now this is what I'm going to copy. So after copying, so meaning the two ID, if I might zoom in so that we see properly. So this is the two ID. So meaning on this item, I'm going to add a description in Luganda called Team Yompira Gokubaka Uganda. So I come to QuickStatements, which is this tool. So I don't want this. So I click on a new batch. So I paste what I've copied. So you can choose to give a batch name, maybe this one is optional. We don't need to add it there. Maybe this is where I add the Seganda descriptions. Say for netball teams or clubs, say they are clubs. Then I click on import. So it is going to import the descriptions. So maybe if we can check here for example purposes. So as we are loading this, we see that it does not have the Luganda description. So when we come to QuickStatements, then it is showing you the command of add. We are adding the description in Luganda, Timio Mpira Gokubaka, Luganda, then just run. So it is going to run, it is showing you, so it is showing you done, done, done. So it shows you that 4 out of 4 is correct. As easier as that. Then if we come here, say we are refreshing to see, Drake a minute, I'm going to address that. So I've added the Tivio Mpira Gokubaka in Luganda here, but we see that the label is not there. Let me say, I'm going to modify this. So we are seeing that in Uganda, it is not there. So for purposes of modifying this, so I'm going to say team yomupira segokubaka oba KCCA, something like that. How can I just use this KCCA alone? So it is 214. So I can choose to say 214 is, I'm going to delete these other ones. Like I'm going to come to your question. So we say the description is this, then the alias is this. So what do we want to add? Just a minute here. Where's my template? Where's my template? Where's my template? Label. Label is L-E-N. That is what we said. So meaning I want a label in Luganda called, I'm going to say Team Yomupi Yokubaka, maybe a KCCA. I don't know whether it is that. Something like that. We can edit it in case I'm wrong. So I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to add only one statement to quick statement. It is also fine. So that one has gone there. We're going to check the label. So I click here. So remove the space, then I click on import. So it is adding a label of KCCA, then I just run the command. So it is done. So there is a discussion or revert batch. So make sure that before you publish, you've verified your data. So if we come here, then we refresh, then you're going to see team ya Uganda y'omupiira ogw'okubaka. This is the team y'omupiira gw'okubaka eya KCCS ya Uganda. Team ey'okubaka omupiira gw'okubaka eya KCCS. That is my description based on the Luganda that I have. So when you come to the view history here, then you're going to see that here on this description here, let me just use this highlighting pen. So here they're showing you that you've done using quick statements. Even here they have shown you that you've done quick statements. Then they put the batch number. So here, that is how interesting it is. Yes, Drake, please ask your question.
Oh, thank you, Baluku. I just wanted to know if we can interrupt you as you continue. Now, my question is,
Yes,
are
please.
these questions repeatable? And I know they might not be, but in case they're not repeatable, can I replace what was already there? For example, if none of them had the description, okay, some of them had descriptions, but they were wrong, can I use that option and replace them?
Yes. What happened when I shared this particular screenshot, this one, let me share the screen. So what happened is you see omuzanyi w'omupiira omu, then Omunnayuganda. So I had to get this same list, then I had to remove omu, then I put the description, then I ran the command again. So the command overwrote what was there. Yes, so you can do that. I hope I've answered your question, Trek.
Sure, thanks.
Okay, let me look for Abel. Yeah, Abel Dahil. So let us look at what happened to this page. It was part of what I used on quick statements. So here, if we look at, I had put omuzanyi w'omupiira Omunnayuganda, Omunnayuganda. So this word was supposed to be eliminated. So what I did, I removed it, then I ran the query again using quick statements, and it overrode which was here. So that one is so maybe when you see that the descriptions have been added to this. So let us do another quick example. So I've gone to this list. So I've opened it in a new tab. So this one has, let me use this long one. This one returns, this is the Chivina Chomzanye Bagofu. This one, still you can enter manually the descriptions, but I wanted netballers. So for netballers, this is, there is a omubasi w'omupiira Omunnayuganda. So this is like the description that I'm going to use. So I'm going to come to this. I click on Edit Sparkle. Then I run the command. Then I come to download. So I want to download TSV file because TSV opens automatically in Excel. Or you can configure it to open in Excel, or you can pull CSV. So I don't want this. So I'm going to, even I don't want these other columns. So I'm going to select them, then I delete them. Then I want to replace the entire entity here. So I'm going to select that, I copy. Then I come to find and replace. Then I click on it. I want to replace this with everything so that it leaves me only with the two IDs. So I have to add another column. Insert another column here. So I'm going to say, what do I want to add? I want to add a description in Luganda. Why is it highlighting it? It is not supposed to. So let me override this. So I want to add a description in Luganda. So mubasi wa mupiira omunauganda. I don't know whether that is the right Luganda. So I'm just going to, let me remove this. So I'm not going to do the entire list. Let me just do like...
I think you can remove the O because you already started with the omuzanyi. So then it just starts with the mu.
Here, mubasi wa mupiira omunauganda.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So remember I said that the description and the labels, they're supposed to be in quotes. So like this, or I can bring back, so the entire list. So mubasi wa mupiira omunauganda. So I have to put, remember we don't start with capital letters. So it has to be small letter. But still, even though it is in capital, they don't penalize you. But we saw for data quality issues. So I'm going to just copy this to the entire list that I have. So I've duplicated that. Then also for the description, I'm going to select the entire, this one here. Then, so meaning I don't want the first column, row. Then I'm going to copy this entire thing. So basically, I come to quick statements. So we saw that you can just search quick statements. So I come to click on the logo so that I create a new batch. So I paste here my commands. Say I can name this one, adding, say Luganda, descriptions. But you're supposed to be logged in here so that it captures your edits under your name. So after that, click on import commands. But I think what I want to do is let me try to add a description to one of these people so that we see some of the errors that we can get. So I've added the description here so that when quick statement is running, it shows us some errors. I think let me do also for Nachito. Let me edit here. I'm adding descriptions. So to sort this idea, say Luganda does not have a label, you can just copy Christine Nachito. You paste it here on the default for all languages. So click on publish, then it appears there. Because most of the times, names don't change unless you have Joseph and Josefu, something like that. So I've imported. So you can choose to view by increasing the number of parameters that you're seeing. So for example, here, it is showing you that it is 10. So but I have over 12 records. So I can choose to come and click on 10 here so that I want to view, say 500. That and then the list expands. So basically it is telling me you're adding a description and this. So these are the people, the show IDs. Then I just click on run. So it starts running. So the progress is being shown here. 19.7, so it is showing you done, and so it is putting some exclamation marks, but let us wait for it to be created. So it's telling you it has run. So 26 is just for descriptions. It has overwritten whichever was there. So meaning when we come back to our list, I think it is this. Our list, which is this. So it is running. So you see that the Luganda descriptions have been added there in a second. So this one does not have an English description. So meaning I just need to click edit here. Then I add Ugandan netball player. So that's how we sort some of these lists. So the descriptions, the labels, they're usually hard, but I don't know whether we have a query about this or there's something particular someone is interested in asking. Drake, is there any question?
No, I don't. Is my hand up?
Not really. So I wanted to whether in the chat. So maybe we've seen. Let me just get one of these. Let me
There's
just
nothing
copy.
so far.
Okay, let me just copy these particular items that we have here, since they were created. So Wikidata can be able to trace some of the errors. So I've put there the way they appear. You see the description is in quotes. Also, the labels are in quotes. Aliases are also in quotes. So something like that. So this is create up to end. That is one item. So this one is another item. So meaning even for schools, it is not recommended you type here, but use Excel. It will be a bit easier. So if I import the commands, it will be showing me create item, create item, create item. So when you run, so it is going to show you that there is an error. So why is it showing you that it's an error? So basically because these items are already existing. This is how they are. They don't really show what error that usually comes up, but let me try to reset the errors after resetting. So let me try to run again. So still that is. And why is it showing? If we check, say United FC on Wikidata, so it is existing there. That is why it is showing you an error. So if it is showing you that particular error, you can choose to come to your template and you say that since that particular item that is existing, you can choose to delete it. So delete, then delete these rows so that you can be knowing what item is coming up. So you look at Busei, United, or maybe you can say Odwin something, then you copy here. Then you can use still the Control F to find where that particular item is. So it is here. Then you select the entire thing. You delete. Then you go, which other error am I seeing? You select the user so that you delete that particular thing within that particular item within the document that you have. So this template is quite big. It was showing even clubs. So when you are creating KCC and all that. So, but that is much about quick statements. So still the videos are there.